Hi, scientists. The final part of your consideration for your lab report is to think about citations and how you are formatting the reference material that you are making use of. As a reminder, in science, we use APA formatting. Now, pay attention to this because this is not the same conventions as you would use in your grade 9 history class. In history, we use Chicago. So for APA, we are using in-text citations. So not footnotes, not endnotes. We're using in-text citations. In order to do that, there's a couple of different ways that you see it presented. So for example, in this case, according to Jones, 1998, and then here's our direct quote. So initially here we're saying the author and just the date. This first phrase is making reference to the entire article that Jones has written, not a specific point within the article. But later we go on to include a direct quote, so that is a specific point within the article. So we're going to include the page number from the article or from the book that this very specific quote has come from. And here's another way to simply say that same thing. Or you might just go straight to the specific point. So here's the specific point in quotation marks: author, date, page number. For a longer quote, which is less likely to see in a lab report for this investigation, it would be much more common to see the short quotations or reference to a paraphrase. But however, with a long quotation, something that's longer than 40 words, you're going to put it in a freestanding block of text. You're going to put it on a new line, and you're going to indent it 1/2 inch from the margin, the same way you would start a new paragraph. And it's the same idea: author, date, page number. If we're paraphrasing, you'll do it the same way. If it's according to Jones or according to the author, or author, date, page number in a paraphrase. The difference with a paraphrase is it's your own words and we won't see the quotation marks. The other place that you need to pay attention is in the references section. So this, in APA, we will make a references list, not a bibliography, not a works cited. The title will be references. Some common places that you may go to find pieces of research may be online content. So for online content, sometimes it can be hard to find this, but lots of websites do include the author. They also do include the date of publication. So sometimes if you scroll really, really down to the bottom of the website, then you're going to find it. So the order here would be the authors, date of publication, the title of the web page, and then where you've retrieved it from, so the site. So sometimes sites have more than one page, and that's what that's trying to indicate there, or the URL. So here's an example. We've got the author, the date, and then the title. In this case, it was a PDF file. In this case, it was also translated, probably not something that you're going to find. And then what is the website or the URL that this has been taken from? Sometimes you don't see an author on a website, so you're going to go straight to the title. Sometimes they don't have a date, in which case ND means there's no date, and then you're going to put retrieved from. Again, what's the URL? You might put, you're going to retrieve when you retrieved it, if that's something that it looks like it's content that is frequently updated. Otherwise, that's not necessary. The other kind of content that you're likely to work with would be books, such as your textbook. And for a basic format for books, it's the same process here: author, the year of publication, the title of the book, the location, and the name of the publisher. So you're always looking for the city or the state that the publication took place in. And here's an example. We've got the authors, the date, the title, the city and state where it was published, and by whom, the publisher. Again, sometimes books have a number of editors rather than a specific author. Again, you're just starting with them, but you're indicating they're the editors. Same thing as you carry on. And those, I think, are the most common types of reference materials you're going to work with in grade 9. If we take a look at the rubric, we're making sure that we are completely documenting our sources, and we're completely documenting the ideas that we're leveraging in our Peel explanations. We also want to make sure that you are organizing your ideas effectively. That would include making sure that data tables make sense and graphs are following all the conventions, and that you're making use of the unit vocabulary. There is a lot of vocabulary that you can pull into your descriptions and your explanations in this investigation, and we do expect you to make use of as much of it as possible. Good luck.